Hello, welcome back. As a mother of two under two, my time is very limited, and so when I wanna use some leftovers to make pizza, sometimes I'm limited by having to let the dough raise overnight. Well, it doesn't really work that way anymore for me, and so I found a recipe that's very easy and fast, and I wanna share it with you. In a large mixing bowl, add 2 teaspoons of active dry yeast and 1 cup and a third of warm water. Be sure the water is warm, not hot, to avoid killing the yeast. Most recipes call for 1 tablespoon of sugar at this stage to help activate the yeast, but I chose to omit it because I'm on a sugar-free diet. Whisk the mixture very well and let it sit for about 5 minutes. After the yeast mixture has rested, add 3 cups of flour, measuring carefully for precision. Each cup should be approximately 120 grams of flour. Using a kitchen scale, it's highly recommended for accuracy. Choose high-protein flour if possible, as it significantly improves the texture. I use King Arthur here in America all the time. It's the only flour that I get. You can find a pretty good deal at Costco. And then I add 1 teaspoon of salt. Then begin mixing until a sticky, lumpy dough forms. Knead by pushing it away using the heel of your hand, then folding it back over itself. Rotate 90 degrees and repeat. Continue the kneading process for 10 minutes until the dough becomes smooth, elastic, and slightly tacky. This classic technique, passed down from generations, is both efficient and surprisingly energizing. You can use this technique for bread, for baking goods. It works with everything. And by the way, I found out that kneading by hand, it's way better than using a kneading machine, so I highly recommend just go with the natural way if you can. It also means less dishes to take care of, so transfer the dough on a clean countertop. Knead by pushing it away using the heel of your hand, then folding it back over itself. Rotate 90 degrees and keep on repeat for about 10 minutes until the flour is very well incorporated into the dough. You will recognize that it's ready. The dough becomes smooth, elastic, and slightly tacky. As a nice tip, just drizzle a bit of olive oil before adding the dough, so it's not gonna be too sticky when you take it out. Now let it rest in a warm spot until it doubles in size. It can take up to an hour, depending on how warm your kitchen is. As a mother, I didn't wait the full hour, 30 minutes or so. I think I waited only for about 30 minutes or so, and then I started, I continued the pizza process. It ended up working just well because it was double the size. But just so you know, typically it takes 30 to 60 minutes. While the dough rests, let's prepare the toppings. Use whatever vegetables you have on hand, but I highly recommend the following combination. The reason why I make pizza is so I can use the leftovers. Today I've had zucchini, mushrooms, and some olives that I wanted to use. So slice evenly and as thin as possible the zucchini, as they will fully cook through during baking. Then add the mushrooms and slice them whole as they are with skin on for depth of flavor. Just set the toppings aside and let's get back to the dough. You can make 2 pizzas. It gets to the room temperature, but avoid using the microwave as a defrost method because a part of the dough might get dry and it's not gonna be pleasant when you as a final result, let's say. Shape the dough by hand on a floured surface or using a rolling pin if you prefer. I usually opt for hand shaping, it's faster and keeps the dough airy. Make sure your oven is preheated to 450 Fahrenheit or 230 Celsius before baking. In order to assemble the pizza, just place the shaped dough on the baking tray or pizza stone. Spread your favorite tomato sauce. All the time I go for Rao's in America. Spread it evenly on top, followed by a generous layer of mozzarella. You can find pretty good grated mozzarella at Costco. Then add the vegetable mix you prepared earlier. Favorite combination includes zucchini, mushrooms and olives as I was saying, but feel free to customize. Add the tomato, add some corn. It's up to you, the way you like it. My second pizza was topped simply with mozzarella and some fresh basil leaves. Bake the pizzas in the preheated oven for about 17 minutes or until the crust reaches your preferred texture. I like to opt for a more soft dough, just like you eat bread. I really enjoy the fluffy base, but leaving it for a bit longer, like 3 minutes, just keep an eye on it to make sure it doesn't burn. It will yield to a crispier crust.